Hello students, welcome back to your math classes. I hope you all are doing well and you also practice enough questions related to your previous exercise and that exercise is clear to all. So students, now we have another concept which is finding square or finding square root through the long division. So finding square roots of large numbers. In previous exercise, we are finding the square root with the help of prime factorization method. Now we are finding the square root of numbers with the long division method, which is a new method to find out the square root. So find square roots of large square numbers by using prime factorization can be quite tedious. So there is an alternative method of finding square root which is called the division method. An important fact used in this method is that if there are n digits in a number, then the square root will be have n by 2 digits. If n is even, then n plus 1 divided by 2 digits. N is odd. This is odd. For example, root 841 will have 2 digits. So, root 9441 will have 2 digits and 4125 will have 3 digits, etc. To find square root of a square number by long division methods, you have to follow these steps. So, we are going to learn these steps but with the help of an example. So, find the square root of the following numbers by long division method. So, this is your question. We are applying the form steps are there. The first period consists of, first we have to pair it. So, we have total 4 numbers, so 2 and 2. So, the first period consists of 94. The largest number whose square is less than 9 or equal to 94 is 9. Okay, so then taking 9 as the divisor and the question and 94 as dividend. Perform the division to get 13 as the remainder. So, while you pair up, first step is clear, just we have to pair up our numbers. Next, if we have 9, T4. So, if I check my square roots, in this case, now you only have to take the square numbers. So, if you take 2, it means you have to take the square or number of 2, which is 4. If you take 3, it means you have to take the square number of 3, which is 9. For 4, 16, then 5, 25, then 6, 36, then 7, 49, then 8, 64, then 9, 81, then 10, 100. 100 is more than 94. So, which one you have to take? According to division, we have to take the smaller one, which is 9, 81. 94 minus 81 is 13. Now, here is your 9. Now, you have to take double of it. 9's double is 18. So, bring down the next period, 9 to the right of the remainder. Then 1309 is the new dividend. Then 1309 is the new dividend. For the divisor, double the quotient. Quotient is 9. Just double it. 9 plus 9 is 18. 18 and a blank for the units digit. Now 7 is the digit such that 187 multiplied by 7 is 1309. Write 7 as the next digit in the blank in the divisor and also in the question to the right of 9. Subtract 1309 from 1309 to get 0 as the remainder. The final question is 97. Now what you have to take, if you take the unit digit 7, so you have to multiply 187 with 7 only, whichever number you are taking at your ones digit. So you have to take that number with as in multiplier. So 187 multiplied by 7 is 1309 and you will get your remainder 0. And in that way your answer, the square root of 9409 is 97. So I hope students this step is clear to you. Find the least number that must be subtracted from 8948 so as to get a perfect square. Also find the square root of the perfect square. So 8948 divided by again 89, the smallest number we have, that is 81, the square root of 9. Then we minus it, 8. Next number we have to shift down, 848. Now double of 9 is 18. Now we have to take ones place the number which you have to multiply it, so we will get the number. So 184 divided by 4 is 736. If we multiply 185 multiply by 5, it will give us a bigger number as compared to 848. So we minus it, we will get 112. So this is the number which we have to subtract from this number to convert this number into a perfect square. Okay. Now the least number to be added, the same procedure for added, for multiplication, for division, for subtraction. The remainder you have rather than 0, you just have to put that number at the place of multiplication, division, subtraction or addition. That's it. Find the smallest 4-digit number which is a perfect square. So how can you calculate? The smallest 4-digit number is 1000. In order to find the smallest 4-digit number which is a perfect square, we have to find the least number to be added to 1000 so as to get a perfect square. So we first find 1000 by long division method. Here is your remainder 39 and you have to add 1000. The least last number is 39 and the last quotient is 31. This shows that 31 square is greater than 1000, which is smaller than 1000, and 30 square is smaller than. So it means skip this one. 32 square is 1024 is your answer. Okay, square root of rational number. The square root of rational number p by q is the rational number which when multiplied by itself gives the number p by q. Root p by q denotes the positive square root. So it means 2 by 5 whole square is 4 by 25. Okay, in that way you can simply solve it. Now find the square root of this. So for this the square root of is 12 and for 361 your square root is 19. Then that way you can simply solve it. Now the roots of decimal numbers. So 0.004 is 0.2 multiplied by 0.2. Here is your answer. Now 0.25 is 0.5. So you can simply find out. Okay. Since the number of decimal places in the square of decimal number are twice as that of the given number, consequently, the number of decimal places in the square root of a perfect square decimal number is half of that in the given number. Also observe the relationship between the square root of a decimal number and the square root of the same number without the decimal point. So 0.9 is 3, which means 3. You can simply say here we have one place, 0.3 is the number. 9, then 0.16 is the 4, then 0.0121. The numbers will remain same, just you have to put the decimal point to put it down. Now the place bars on the integral part of the numbers in the usual manner, beginning with the tens place. Put bars on every pair of digits in the decimal part. Start finding the square root by the division method as for a natural number. Place decimal point in the quotient as soon as you start using digits in the decimal place. Stop when the remainder becomes 0. The quotient at this stage is the required square root. The procedure is clarified through the following examples. Now find the square root of 12.96. So how can you find out? 12.96, first pair it in the same way. Then for 12 you have to take 9 because 4 square root is 16, which is bigger than 12. So now 12 minus 9 is 3. Double of 3 is 6. Now you have to choose a number at the 10th place which you have to multiply. So you will get 396 or lesser number. So if you multiply 66 by 6, you will get 396 and you solve it 0. So it means after the point you have to put a point in place 3, and while you put it down it means you are applying a point over here. So 3.6 is your final answer. The same way you have to do, just you have to concentrate. Okay, when you take number 5, so after 5 for this you have to put here point and then continue calculation as same. Now estimating square numbers. So far you have learned to find square roots of perfect squares, but often you may across situations where you need to have an idea about square roots of known square numbers. To estimate the square roots, here we shall limit ourselves to estimate square roots to the nearest whole number. Consider root 130. Think of two numbers a and b such that a is the largest square number, less than 130, b is the smallest square number, greater than 130. So you can 11 square is 121 and 12 square is 144. It means 130 is lie between 11 square and 12 square. So the estimation for 130 is, since 130 is closer to 121 than to 144. So this is the approximately square root of 11. Okay. Now we have exercise which is 3.3. Find the square root of each of the following numbers by long division method. So first we pair it. Then 4 square is greater as compared to 11. So first we take to 3. Then 9. 11 minus 9 is 2. So there is no point. Why am I applying here? 2. Then you have to write here 3. Double of 3 is 6. Now this numbers we have to put down. 256 is the new number. Now we have to choose a number which we have to multiply with, so we will get 256. So if I take 64 multiply by 4, 4 4s are 16, 1 4 6 are okay 25. So here we have 4. So apply 4, then 256. So it means it is a square root of 34. In same manner, you have to solve rest of the question. I already explained you the whole method in example very deeply. So just go through the example one more time if you don't understand here. For each of the following numbers, find the least number to subtract from the number so as to get a perfect square. Also find the square root of the perfect square. So again, we have to find out the long division method. 1032. First we pair it. Then we have to take 3 square, 9, 1, 32. 3's double is 6. Then 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. 2 2's are 4, 2 6's are 12. And 3 3's are 9. 3 6's are. So we have to take 124 here because that is smaller. 2 minus 4 is not possible. 12 minus 4 is 8. 2 minus 2 is 0. Here 0. So it means we have to subtract 8 from it to get a perfect square. Okay, and you get after this 1024, and it is very simple. You can find out the square root of this by the long division method and then find out answer. Then for each of the following numbers, find the least number to be added. The same procedure you have to apply here. First you have to take the long division method, then you have to find out your remainder, then you have to add the remainder into the answer, this one, and then find the long division method again to find out your square root. Now find the greatest 5-digit square number. So for 5-digit greatest square number you have 100. So for 100, first you take 3 square, 9, 1, then 1, 2, 3. You take here 3, then you have to take 6. Now which number should be multiplied with it? So 69 multiplied by 9 is 9 9s are 81, 8, 6 9s are 54. 54 plus 8 is 62. So 62 is smaller. So you have to minus 6, 21 over there because this is the last option we have. So 39, 69. Next, while you minus it, 1000 minus 621. From 0, we have to minus 0 from 1. 1 from 0, that is not possible. Then it will be 10, 9 and 9. So 10 minus 1 is 9, 9 minus 2 is 7 and 9 minus 6 is 2. So 279 should be subtracted from this. Sorry, 270, 1000 and 279. So you have to find out accordingly. I already explained you this example, this question in your example portion. So now 279. Here is your answer. Okay. So what you understood here? 39. So 39 and 30, 40. So 39 square and 40 square ke between you have to choose one number which is a square root of perfect square 5-digit square number. Now find the smallest 6-digit number. The same process we have to apply here. Okay. Next we have find the square roots of the following rational numbers. So 81 is the square root of 9 and 100 is the square root of 10. 169 is the square root of 13 and 121 is 11. So what you have to do, you have to take now it's totally up to you. If you want to take the prime factorization method to find out the square root of these numbers, you can opt that method, or if you want to take long division method, that is totally up to you. Now find the square roots of the following decimal. So 3.24, यहाँ पर we can 4.5. Okay, you can simply find out like this. Now estimate the square roots of the following numbers to the nearest number. So 95 nearest. So according to this 90 97344. It is a 5-digit number. If we have a 5-digit number, so it means the first number is alone and the second two having pair. So first we take 3, then here we have 9, so it's cross out. Next we take 73, here we have 3, double of 3 is 6. Now we have to choose a number which we multiply, so we get a number equal to 73 or lesser to 73. Okay, so you can continue this process to find out the number. If you don't want to repeat because it's getting complicated a little bit, so you can take prime factorization of 97344, then make pairs and you can. So now I already explained you both the steps, both the methods in examples, in concept. Just totally up to which one is easier for you. Just choose and solve your question. Now, out of 3,258 students, find the maximum number of students that can be arranged in rows so that the number of students in each row is equal to the number of rows. Also find the number of rows and the number of students left out. It means while you take long division method of 3,258, one should you're having a remainder which is greater than 0 and that should be subtracted from this because we are talking about the left out. So if I'm solving this question over here, -12 minus 5 is 7, then 5 double is 10, 758 and 10 to 44. Okay. 4 4s are 16. Let's take 4 4s are 16, 1 0 1 and 4. Okay, now take 1 0 7 multiplied by 7, 7 7s are 49, 4 0 4 7 1s are 7. So we can take 7 49, 57 and 8 minus 1 are possible, 18 minus 9. So 9 students should be left out. In total rows are 57. Okay. Now Simran wants to buy some flowers to be put in bunches that the number of flowers in each bunch is equal to the number of bunches. If she already has 200 flowers, then what is the minimum number of flowers she needs to buy? How many flowers does she put in the bunch? So students, I hope you already got the answer, how you have to find out which method you have to apply here to getting your answer. So choose your method, put the method here and find out and which number having your the number which is a remainder will get into this because it cannot be a perfect square, right? So you have to find out that number and then it will be your answer. Now the things which you have to remember while you solving this chapter are: a natural number A is called a square number or a perfect square number if there exists a natural number B such that A is equal to B square. Now a number ending in 2, 3, 7 or 8 is never a perfect square. The number of zeros at the end of square number is always even. The square of an even number is always an even number. The square of odd number is always an odd number. If n is square number, then 2n can never be a square number. The difference between the square of two consecutive natural numbers is equal to the sum of numbers. There are 2n non-square numbers between two consecutive square numbers, n square and n plus 1 square. The square root of number n is that number m which when multiplied by itself gives n as the product of m is square root of n if m square is n. So students, these are those concepts which I already explained you in your classes, in your chapter, in the different sections of your exercise. Okay, so this is the compiled form of your all concept in one page. So what you have to do, if you have any doubt, if you forget something, so you have to consider this page and then go back to your exercises and solve your question where you face difficulties. So students, for today that's it. I'll meet you in your next class with a new chapter. Till that, keep practicing, keep focusing on your questions and numericals and keep learning. Bye bye. Have a good day.